Welcome to the new edition of Casual Corner with Albert Abkarian. We're starting a new edition. We're going to do new interviews with athletes, with different personalities within the next maybe once a month. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it once a month and bring some information for you guys. Today, we have a young man that I've known since he was a little kid. Works extremely hard. His name is Anto Balilan. Antto has been a basketball player, an incredible basketball player, and he's now in Pepperdine. Without any further ado, let me introduce you to Anto Balilan. Antto, welcome to our set here. First session that I have is with you. So Casual Corner with Albert Abkarian starts with Anto Balilan.
Yes.
So welcome. I'm glad that we were able to do this for you. Tell me a little bit about, I know a lot of people know who you are, especially in the Armenian community. Everyone kind of knows who you are. But give me a little bit of a background as to where you went to school, your parents are. Just give me a little bit of background on that.
So yeah, I went to school at Rosen Alex Pilibos Armenian School, and I've grown up there since I was 2-3 years old. My dad's worked there for 30 years. He's the head
Who's your
coach.
dad?
My dad's Anto Balilan. He's the head coach and athletic director at
Great
Pilibos. Great guy, yeah. And I just grown up in the Armenian community. I play basketball now at Pepperdine University. I play for the Armenian men's national basketball team, and I'm proud to represent my country.
That's awesome. Let me ask you a few questions first. You didn't have a choice but to go to Alex Pilibos. So this is your dad is there, your dad is coaching. Some people say, Antto would not have made where he is right now if he wasn't in Pilibos. What do you say to people like that?
I say that I don't think that's true because I really believe that my play style, anywhere I played, would have been great. Pilibos just gave me the opportunity to shine while playing with my friends, playing under my dad. And I really believe if you're talented, people will find you with the right people around your corner. And I got lucky. I had amazing people by my side, and I had amazing coaches at Pepperdine who believed in me, and they saw my talent. Didn't matter where I played, and they saw me at Pilibos, and I ended up now playing basketball, Division I basketball.
You're one of the most hardest working kids that I know. I can't call you a kid anymore. You've grown up now. I've known you for so long. But you work very hard. Explain to me what that means, how hard you work, and how is it that working hard will pay off for young people who just are looking at you going, I want to go to a D1 school, get a full scholarship at a D1 school, because you're one of the only Armenian, there's a lot of Armenian kids that have gone to college, got accepted in college, but you're one of the only ones that has a D1 scholarship, D1 school with a full scholarship. So tell me a little bit about that.
I really believe that hard work is not only the most important thing, but staying consistent, because I'm not the tallest, I'm not the biggest figure, but I'm also always dedicated to my craft. I really believe that if you dedicate yourself to something you really love, especially basketball, soccer, whatever it is, I really think you can make it. Many people told me I couldn't do it. Many people told me from an Armenian school you can't do it, but I didn't listen to them. I didn't listen to anyone what they had to say. I just trusted myself. I stayed consistent, and I think with a certain amount of consistency, the hard work will show at some point. Because throughout my high school basketball career, I really did not know if I would make it, because there's a lot of doubters. Even I doubted myself, but I stayed consistent. I trusted the process, and the process rewarded me back. And the more I worked, the more I saw out of it.
Okay, that's great. Tell me a little bit about playing for your father. Your father is 10 times harder than you than was on anyone else. I always told him because I saw it firsthand. Tell me a little bit about how it was playing for your dad.
I love playing for my dad. My dad's a phenomenal coach. He has over 450 wins as a coach. He's done so much for the Armenian community, Armenian school, not only for me, but for everyone. And I just love playing under my dad. It's a different feeling. You go home, he's dad. You go up onto the court, he's coach. So it was a great dynamic. We won over 90 games together in 4 years. We barely lost, and we did it against the best competition in California. So, it was 4 years we both will never forget.
Yeah. Premier basketball program in Pilibos. It has become, in the past few years, it has become one of the most premier basketball, not just in the Armenian community, but when you talk to people and you say Billy Bowes basketball, they kind of know what school we're talking about. How did that happen, and what is your role, and how do you feel about your role in bringing up that program?
I really believe that it had a lot to do with me and my teammates because they worked just as hard as I did. We were ranked 13th in CIF my senior year. We were ranked 13th in California, and that was the highest any Armenian school's ever been ranked. But then we started getting respect from all these high-name schools, and people started seeing Peter Bowes as not just an Armenian school, but a program that people want to play against. And now Peter Bowes is thriving, and obviously a lot of that had to do with me, but most of it had to do with my dad, and most of it had to do with my teammates because I couldn't do it myself. I couldn't do it. My dad couldn't do it himself. As a group, as a collective, we did it together and we won. And the fact that we won, it made our name grow as a team, as a school, and as a community. The community started having so much pride in what we were doing that they all came and supported us.
Now, with that, with your teammates, talk about your brother. Because your brother was a basketball player in Peter Bowes, and he was really a good player.
Yeah.
Tell me what influence he had on you.
My brother graduated when I was becoming a freshman, and he was a role model to me, a mentor. He made actually CIF championship his senior year, and they were one of the best teams Peter Bowes has ever had, and he was a major part of that. And my brother is just everything to me, honestly. Like he's unbelievable, my brother, and I couldn't do any of this without him. He's actually coming to Pepperdine with me too for law school, so it's great to have him by my side again, being by him, and just him being more of a brother and guiding me through all the stuff that he already went through. It's gotten me to a different stage in my life where I could trust myself, and he just helped me in every way possible.
I'm going to talk to you about Pepperdine in our second portion of the case. We're going to go really deep into it. What do you have to say to the young kids who are, going to all these practices and paying, $100, $200 an hour to all these coaches and doing what they need to do? What do you say to those kids who say, I want to be like Antto, I want to go to college, and I want to get a full scholarship from a D1 school? How do you translate hard work to where you are now?
I think the most important thing is believing in yourself and believe in what you're doing, because there's gonna be a lot of people talking to you on the side. If whatever you're doing, a lot of people want to be in your life, but I think that if you just go practice once a day, it's not gonna be enough. And doing it for an hour is not gonna be enough. I'm in the gym 3-4 times a day, and whether I like it or not, I already know I have to do it. And it's become a process in my life. It's just consistent. And I think that paying the $200, $300, that's cool. You should do that. But I think that also after that, do something in your backyard. Go do jump rope. Do those little things, because they will go a long way. You stay consistent with those little things, working on your body, working on your craft. It will come. It will happen. And I think that any kid could do what I'm doing. I think I'm an example of it. But I think any kid, any Armenian kid, anyone could do what I'm doing. It's just a matter of trusting yourself.
Working hard again, as you said, practice anything you do in life. If you just do it for an hour and you think, okay, I paid twice a week, I've gone and I had a coach, private coach, and now I'm good to go, I'm just going to go and play, it's just not going to do it. You really have to work on your craft. Soccer player, basketball player, baseball player, actor, whatever you singing, whatever you want to do. You have to be able to do it consistently and do it for a very, very long time, which is what you actually touched on, working hard and putting in the time. What's the toughest thing you had to deal with in high school?
Toughest thing I had to deal with in high school was honestly just trusting myself, trusting the process. I always thought that I had to rush it, I had to get to the finish line right away, but I didn't think. I got to a point in my high school career where I trusted myself and said that, Antto, your dream's gonna come true, it's gonna come true. And I struggled with that my first 2-3 years, trusting that. But then mentally, I got stronger and I just trusted my craft. And I think, everything happened.
Everything fell in its place.
Fell into place, yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. And then we'll come back and we'll talk to Anto Balilan about Pepperdine and what he's feeling and what he's doing in Pepperdine right now. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're still here with Anto Balilan from Pepperdine basketball team. Anto, talk about Pepperdine. You had some offers from different places. You had a lot of people talking to you. Why Pepperdine University and why Pepperdine basketball?
Pepperdine University, when I first met Coach Schilling, Coach Tyus, and the whole coaching staff, they were so nice to me and they believed in me from the start. I didn't have to convince myself that they weren't trusting in me. They trusted me from the start. And Coach Schilling is an amazing coach. He's an amazing head coach with an amazing background. And honestly, he was so respectful to my family, and I felt at home when I was at Pepperdine. And it felt like I was right back at Pilibos. And it felt so right. And Coach Schilling is actually the first one to believe in me, and I always appreciate him for that. And I I had a gut feeling where this is the place I want to be.
You've been to practices, working hard. How is that different than high school? I'm sure it is different, but how is it different?
It's very fun, but also tiring. But that's again part of the process. It's amazing to have that. I would do it a million times if I had a choice, because at the end it's what I wanted. And in life there's gonna be a lot of tough things, and you have to go through the pain to really achieve what you want to achieve. And Pepperdine practice, they're not easy, but again, I dreamed of being part of something like this, and I'm really working hard to prove that I do belong. And I just again trust. Again, it comes back to trusting the process, because it's Division I basketball. It's a whole nother level from high school basketball. Everyone's amazing at this level, and you really have to become a different type of player to do really well at this level. So it's been really good. It's a learning process for sure right now, but because I'm a freshman, but it's a learning process, but it's a great process to be a part of.
You know, it's your first year. You might not play. You might play very little. I'm hoping you'll play a lot, because I'm going to be watching you on TV and I'm going to come to the games and watch you. And I'm hoping that you'll work very hard to get playing time. What happens if Anto Balilan doesn't have playing time, or doesn't have as much playing time? I'm sure you're going to play, but you don't have as much playing time. How do you work around that and not be disappointed for basically?
I think just trusting the process, because college basketball, you have 4 years of eligibility, and if I'm good enough to play. And again, I'm really working hard, and I think I'm doing pretty well so far. Obviously, there's so much more I have to learn and get used to, but also I think just whether or not I play, I don't play, it's just a matter of staying level-headed, trusting that process, because 4 years is 4 years, and what I do in those 4 years, it will matter for the rest of my life. So I think just no matter what, staying positive throughout it all. It's a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, as everyone says. So I mean, it's a great journey to be a part of. No matter how positive or negative it may seem, it's just those 4 years. It's a great journey. So I'm really excited for whatever God has in place for me.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, we're all looking forward to seeing you play, and I'm sure your dad is all excited seeing you play as well. I want to talk to you about your schooling, because there's a lot of good basketball players, but they're really crappy students. You're a very good student, and so was your brother. How did you manage balancing school with grades that you had, and basketball, as hard as you played? How did you manage balancing that? And what do you say to the kids who just go, okay, I want to just play basketball or soccer, I'll get somewhere, without the schooling being your backbone?
I think that it has a lot to do with my parents. They were so hard on me of, you gotta get A's, you gotta be good in high school, because what if basketball doesn't work out? What do you need a plan B in life? And just because of that, I stayed consistent with my grades. I had a 4.2 throughout high school GPA, and I think just every kid should aim for the best possible thing in what they're doing in general. And I think that's what I've always been doing in my life, in basketball, in grades, and anything in life. I aim for the best possible outcome, and that best possible outcome in high school was getting a high GPA, which I did, and playing Division I basketball, which also happened. So I think when you aim and dream for the highest thing, I think it'll come true one day. So that's what happened for me, and I think keeping a high GPA was also it looked good on me into the college basketball world. College coaches like seeing that, and if you want to play Division I sports in any collegiate level, actually, you have to maintain your grades, and because you won't play. And that was the first thing I found out when I was starting my recruiting process. So to anyone out there that is chasing a dream, just know that you have to keep your grades up.
It has to be balanced. Everything in life has to be balanced. Talk about NIL contracts. Now college students could get paid. You can do commercials and you can do all these other things, and you can now make appearances. And when you start playing a little bit more, that's going to come. How do you not get too excited about that? Because that could really be. You already have had some contract. What do you do when somebody calls you for a contract? First of all, me and you are going to have a relationship now. You've chose our office to represent you. But besides that, how do you stay focused when some money is coming into you now?
Honestly, I don't really think about that stuff. If it comes, I'm grateful for it. But also, I just love the game of basketball. And if I become that good where people want to sponsor me and use me as a way of spreading their business, then I love to do it. And if I'm get that good, I build myself a name where people trust me with their line of work, then I appreciate it dearly. But I think me just focusing on basketball, getting better day by day, will open more doors for me. And I think just trusting my own craft and not worrying about the other stuff. Obviously now I'm part of your group, so you can help me with that. But also just being confident in my ability allows me to really get better. And once I get better, like I said, more doors will open in this NIL world. And money is great, but also passion is also something that I can't change. And my passion is basketball. So if I really believe that with this passion basketball, if I continue to do it, then I think my NIL contracts, everything else will just happen already.
Tell me, let's move into Armenian national team. It's an honor anytime you can play for your national team. And you were chosen as one, and you actually play a lot of minutes, which was great. Tell me a little bit about your experience with Armenian national team.
Armenian national team is one of my favorite experiences to be a part of every summer, usually. I started when I was 16 years old. I got called up by Coach Rex, who's also been an incredible part of my journey. Coach Rex has been there for me step by step of the way, and he's just been amazing towards me. He's always texting me, always checking up on me. And representing your country is a whole nother feeling. It's not like representing your high school, not like representing your college. You're representing your whole country. And people watch you, people admire you, people sometimes speak negative about you if you lose. But that's part of it. And I love representing Armenian national team. The games I've been a part of, we've been winning the last 2 years. Armenia basketball is growing, and if you want to be part of this national team, you just have to work hard. It's not a joke playing international basketball. The game is growing on an international level, and just being part of that national team, it's been an experience of mine that I can never change. I love doing it. It's been a dream of mine since I was a kid, and luckily I got good enough where Coach Rex trusted me, and now I start on the team. I start beside Andre Spite, who's a household name in Armenian community, Connor, who plays for Nebraska University. I mean, a lot of these guys that I play with, they're high-level basketball players already, and I've learned to grow beside them, and I've gotten really good playing with them. And they've been helping me and guiding me. So I think every connection I've had with the national team has helped me get to where I am today.
Andres Spite has been in the show, and we've had actually interviews with him. A great guy, incredible player. So what I want you to do is, you don't get a chance sometimes to tell your dad, how you feel about him. Look at that camera and tell your dad.
Dad, I love you, Bob. I mean, you, Mom, Oped, I love you guys so much. You guys are probably the best people in my life. And I really appreciate what you guys do for me as a family. It's not easy being a parent of a Division I basketball player. And you guys sacrificed so much for me in the last 3 years, especially. 18 years of my life, but 3 years in the last my recruiting. So I love you guys. You guys are more than just parents to me. You guys are everything in my life. And without you guys, I don't know what I'd do.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you for coming in, Anto. Thank you for sharing this with me. When you get good at Pepperdine with your incredible coaches, you better come back and have another sit down with us. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back next month with another edition of Casual Corner with Albert Abkarian. Thank you very much and have a good night.